Right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Win Team, start of another week. I want to get us coordinated at the beginning so that we all understand where we're at in the month. This is a big part of being an independent business person, which is a step higher than being simply a real estate agent. Because a real estate agent, we tend to just accept things as they come. But when you're a business person, you realize you're responsible for other people, you're responsible for profit and loss. And so you're constantly looking at what stage you're at during the month. So I'm sharing screen with you, and I want to just bring your attention again to this, which is our blueprint calendar. And let me just go to this right here. Right here. So when you run a business, you're constantly you're constantly evaluating where you're at. And in that evaluation, you're constantly making adjustments so that what you schedule to happen will happen. So Ty, for example, you still there? So Ty was sharing with me,
Yes.
look, I had, yeah. So look, Ty, so you're looking at it like, okay, I had this client and they were going to write an offer, but then the tenant wouldn't move out on the offer. So as a realtor now, you're going to handle that. And as part of our team, and you're new, we're going to help you manage that. You'll take other leads and you refine your process. So whether or not that buyer performs this month, you have backup one and backup two and backup three. That's your Bob. That's your book of business, right? So as you evolve with us, you embrace this whole idea of a calendar. You set your projection for the month, and you meet that projection regardless. Now, in the month, in this Power Blueprint calendar, you know there's several stages. I'm not going to train on that today, but we're at the middle stage of the month. So it's now the 18th. The middle stage of the month is the 15th. That's where I call it your milestone assessment. And I've done this for many, many years. Right in the middle of the month, am I going to make the projections that I said? Yes or no? And if I'm not, what do I need to step up to make sure that happens? So if that's the one piece you guys take away from me today, that's it. You made a projection for yourself, right? Of course, you make it for the team, and we have our summary, but you made it for yourself. Are you going to make it? Yes or no? And now, don't give up on the month. Now you reset your pace for the next week. And we're in that week right now, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20, 21. This is where you reset your pace. So many agents now, if they're in a competition, they'll defer and go, well, I'm not going to make it this month. Maybe I'll make it next month. Then the next month, well, I'm not going to make it this month. Maybe I'll make it the next month, right? That's the behavior I'm trying to help you mature through and evolve past, where you take your assessment in the middle of the month. So I want you to do that right now. Are you going to make what you projected? Yes or no? If you're not, what are you going to do different now over this next week to up your pace to make sure that it happens? And those of you who have already achieved what you said you're going to achieve, are you pacing that? Are you watching those escrows? Are you following through the escrow closing process that we train to make sure that you keep those escrows stable? You're checking with the lenders and making sure they've sent out the loan estimate. You're making sure that the appraisals have been ordered. You're competently handling the physical inspection. You're letting them know by Zoom, I'm here for you when the escrow instructions come in. You're on the top of what you've got, and at the same time, you're not becoming a drama queen or drama king because you have a lot of admin. At the same time, you're continuing with your power performance tracker. This is the difference between a business person and a realtor. Okay, so we've just passed the milestone assessment day. Now is your power pace for production. Look, guys, at the summary chart. In the summary chart, I'm going to update this today. I'll have it for tomorrow morning. So far, we've got 20 of you, 20 people who've either gone aqua or green this month. Our commitment to each other was that 30 people would participate in this. Remember, 15 who will do 2 sales in August and 15 who will do 1 sale in August. That's 15 new 1 sale people, 15 new 2 sales, right? 20 out of those 30 people. I have no doubt whatsoever that we're going to hit 30 people. So I want to ask you now in the feed again to keep making that declaration. Drop into the feed right now. And I want you in the chat to say, Andrew, I'm not Aqua yet. I am going to make it, and say the date that you're going to make it. And you go, Andy, we did this on Friday. That's the whole point. Every day you wake up and you make that projection. I'm your coach. Jump in now to the chat. If you're not Aqua yet, do not give up on this month. You go back into your Bob, just like I've trained you. You screen through the people, you connect with those people, you set those appointments, and you do not defer to the next month. You're running a business. You can't just let a month go by. So I want you to jump in the chat and say, I'm going to go Aqua or I'm going to go green once again, and say by what date. And if you like, even say in that chat what the client's name is. This is the accountability, not to me, but to yourself, right? And of course, this is the time you jump back into your tracker. And right now, you set your Power Office open houses for the weekend. That's why you're going to find your personal clients. You set your power doors. Remember, is your sales box done? Is your sales box in the car? Do you have your personal marketing flyers? Are you hitting 10 doors every time that you do a showing, right? Have you, look at last week. How many days did you talk to your power partner? Have a look at it. Because if this is filled in, this shows yourself that you're a serious business person. If this is not filled in, it shows, yeah, you're a great member of the team. You're still a real estate agent. A real estate agent just trying to get enough going. That's okay. But you want to evolve past this, where you show that you have a consistent behavior pattern. And that consistent behavior pattern means that you're running a business and that you're going to be able to bring on VAs and people to help you so that you then can run that business whether you're working today or not. That's where I want to get you. Mirka, don't you want to get to the place where whether you're showing it not or not, you're making money every single day? Is that not your goal? And I
Yes.
know yeah, I knew she would say yes. Now, so that's by way of introduction where we're at. Okay. So I think it's fantastic that we're going to hit 30 agents in Aqua or Green. Absolutely fantastic. By the way, I think a lot of you are still getting accustomed to tracking your business, which is what makes you a business person, right? By the way, Mirka, this is something I'm talking about with the NAREP people. How many people come to these events and the next month or the next quarter, they measurably have more business? How many of the folks are measuring their business that they know if this quarter this year was better than the quarter last year? How many people are measuring that? We're talking about all kinds of things, Mirka, to help people measure their business so they know I'm showing up to these events, but every quarter I'm getting better. You see what I'm saying? So all of that is to do with KPIs. All of that is to do with key performance indicators. What are the performance indicators in your business that show that you're tracking towards success? So look, we're in the third week. Look, guys, I shouldn't have to do this for you. What's your goal in number of appointments this week? What's your actual? While we're sitting here right now in the chat, sorry, not in the chat, in your tracker, this is live. I don't see any of you on the tracker. So Ariana's going to share this tracker with you right now. Again, Ariana, drop it in the feed. So Ariana's sharing the link. Open the link and put in here how many appointments you're going to do. What's your goal and what's your actual, right? Right here. Goal, actual. What's your goal with number of appointments? Because I'll tell you something, setting a goal for your appointments for the week, you will double your production just because you set a goal. See, somebody's just come in here now on the feed. I'm not quite sure. Anonymous Kiwi, whoever that is. So there's one person on this feed right now. So go to your column G. There's two people in on it right now. Get serious about your business. How many appointments are you going to set this week? What's your goal? What's your actual? There we go. I've got 5 people now getting serious about Andrew's coaching right here. What's your goal? What's your actual? Drop into the chat, pull down the link, and put in. Look at these people putting property in escrow. Escrow, 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 escrow. Diane Wheeler, I think you have an escrow, do you? Let's have a look.
No,
So,
that's the one that canceled.
all right. So you know
But
what? So then set in your appointment task. how many appointments you're going to have, set it right now,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
Go into the tracker and let's see what you're going to do. It's
Okay.
right in here. You need to set that for yourself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, so while I'm talking, everybody's going to do this. You're going to jump in here and you're going to put in column G, what's the number of appointments per week this week that you're going to do? How many appointments and what's your actual? And then in column H, if you have an escrow and I don't have it here, you're just going to go, okay, my goal was 2, my actual is 1. Put in the name of the client right here. You just tap on the box and put in the name of the client. So let's get real with each other, guys. Who is actually putting property into escrow? Who is tracking their business seriously? So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of you on this out of 28. And you have to understand, guys, I want you to become fabulous salespeople. More important than that, I want you to become fabulous business people. Now, Ariana is on this call. Ariana is a fantastic VA, and some of you need some VA support. And I want to encourage you, reach out to Ariana at the end of this call and say, Ariana, I need you to help me a couple of hours a week. For example, with my follow-up. For example, with my systems, right? For example, with setting appointments. And you talk to Ariana and you can pay Ariana and she will support you. Now with the Win team, that's what I pay for. But if you want somebody to individually help you with your business, Ariana's fantastic VA, very experienced. She's more than happy to help you. Just chat with her. I'm going to leave her in here after the call. All right, now I'm going to come around to another subject. This is what we're going to talk about this week. So please, everybody's with me, right? Can I hear yes, Andrew? I'm listening.
Yes, I'm
Yes.
listening.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm going to work with you today, tomorrow, Wednesday on polishing scripts. And there's a reason for this. Our live inbound call process is a huge focus that I'm taking right now on the business. So we are embellishing our lead origination, spending a lot more money in the month of September. And the objective is to increase the top of the funnel. And we are now incorporating an AI interface, an actual vocal AI interface. Sounds like a guy or a girl, we switch it up. And it's actually a vocal interface that when a call comes in, or excuse me, let me back up. When our call center, remember they're calling 1,000 people a day, 1,000 a day. When they speak to people, they're speaking to people that we have already reached out to and contacted. So in the funnel, in come the leads. The leads go to you. You either convert them or you don't. If you don't convert them, it goes out to the call center. The call center then calls them and builds connection with them and sets appointments, either to discuss generally the area they want to find a property or to look at a specific property. So now we're training the call center to make those live connections. So at first they had a hard time with it. We set up all the technology, we bought a special server for it. Now they're starting to do it, 3 to 4 of them a day. By the way, that's more than realtor.com sends us. So listen to me carefully. If you pay right now, realtor.com, $10,000 a month, Mike, for South Bay area, you will get approximately 8 live transfers a month if you pay them $10,000. And it's very similar to the type of call that we're getting. There's 2 types of live transfer. One is a live transfer where somebody's saying, yeah, I'm interested. Another is a live transfer where they're saying, I want to see a specific property. So we're now recording all of those live transfer calls. We've got about 18 of those recordings so far. And I'm going to play some of them on Wednesday, and you're going to hear yourselves in those live transfers. And this isn't in any way to demean or criticize, but it's so that we become aware of what's happening. So several of you are receiving those live transfers and you're not picking up. And here's why. And I want the really strong ones of you to hear this. And those of others of you who are becoming strong, listen to what I did and how you can learn from me. Okay. So some of you, when you're with a client, you're not taking a live transfer. Why? You're building a business. And this is what I used to say to clients. I would say, look, let's say I was meeting a buyer. You were introduced to me by Zillow, and that's because I'm very prompt at picking up my phone. And I just want you to know politely that possibly during the time that we're out together, my phone could ring, and it's a buyer who really needs somebody to help them with property, and they don't know what to do. And I really don't like to turn people down. So I might step away from you just for 3 or 4 minutes and have that call with them. Is that okay with you? If they say no, then don't do it. But most people will say yes, and they'll like the fact that you're busy. So if you're showing a home, you see live transfer comes up on your cell phone. That live transfer comes up. You say, guys, this is somebody I need to help really quickly. May I step aside for a minute? Go ahead and look at the backyard. That live transfer call should only take 3 or 4 minutes. You're setting an appointment, and you set that appointment and go back and say, great, guys, it's another family that I can help. Now, how do you like the house so far? That is a tool that I learned probably 10 years into this when I started to take live transfers. So first of all, make sure you have the live transfer numbers identified on your phone. Anna Flores, I'm talking to you. Mirka, I'm talking to you. Mike, I'm talking to you. Have these live transfer numbers saved on your phone and watch that phone. I really don't care if you're at dinner. I don't care. This is a live transfer. Do you realize how much money goes into getting a live transfer to you? If if you paid realtor.com $10,000, you would get 8 a month in LA. 8. And that includes mobile homes, lots. Oh, I've got a friend who's a realtor. All of those people are still involved in that. We're now originating those ourselves. So we're now introducing another element, which is AI. This is a vocal AI, where vocal AI speaks to people who respond on Spotify, on others, I can't tell you them all, other media channels where they respond and they start to answer questions. When is you want to buy? What do you want to buy? Where do you want to go? Why are you buying? When do you want to move into the home? Are you working with an agent? So on and so forth. And people are answering those questions through an AI system that we've set up. That AI then offers them the opportunity to speak with you live. Okay. Most people don't take that. They say, no, have somebody call me back later when they've completed the AI conversation. That then goes to our ISAs, either offshore or here, and we then set up a call for you. Watch the live transfer number. If we call from the live transfer number, that's somebody either processed by AI or processed by call center. Now, you need to think. Some of you might say, oh, yeah, I tried 2 or 3 of those and they didn't work out. Guys, we've got 18,237 Zillow leads that didn't work out. So don't say in your heads, oh my gosh, well, the first 4 I got didn't work out. We've got 18,000 Zillow leads that didn't work out. That's the nature of the business. But we're doing everything technologically and financially possible to screen these as much as possible and present them to you, right? At the same time, very quickly, guys, I want you guys, I'm going to talk about it on Wednesday. I want some of you to emerge as business people, that you will take on these leads for all over California and then assign them to people that you're building in your network as door opener agents. And I went over that strategy last week. I'll go over that strategy again this week. Some of you are really struggling with understanding that, which surprises me because you want to be business people. So learn that strategy. Now, if a live call comes in, here's a script that I put together this weekend. I've got a script for live call when they've got a specific property they want to see, and live call when there's just general interest. It's a quick reference guide for handling inbound buyer calls when they know the city and price range, but no specific address. So just think, this is somebody who came in by Zillow. We didn't convert them. They're sitting in the database. They came in from realtor.com. They came in from Facebook. They came in from Spotify. They're sitting in the database. We call them, we have a conversation, they show interest, they say, yes, I want somebody to help me. Do you want to speak to that person? Obviously, yes, right? Now, by the way, people change their minds, huh? People go to weddings and spend $50,000 on a wedding and to change their mind 2 years later. It's California. People change their minds, but it doesn't negate the fact that they've said, yes, I am interested. All right. When you get a call, so Anna, it'll be like, hi, this is Alec from the marketing department at the Warburton team. I've got John on the line. He'd like to speak to you. Several of the calls then just go like this. Nothing. The agent says nothing. So as soon as the marketing team says, I have John on the line, immediately, guys, wake up with what you're doing. Say, hi, this is, of course, Anna, you haven't done this, but I'm just saying as an example, I know your feelings won't get hurt. This is Anna, right? This is Anna with the Warburton team. I understand you're interested in homes in Carson around 700,000, correct? Yes, perfect. That gives us a great starting point. Instead, you guys are picking up the call going, hello? That's very hostile. Hello? I listened to 9 calls yesterday where the agent picked up and went, hello? So when we have processed these with AI, we've processed these with the call center. Here's somebody on the phone. One guy got so upset yesterday that we called him back and he said, if your team has got agents like that, I don't want to use your team. He actually said that and we lost him. So guys, you're business people, right? And the nature of what we're doing is this business is unpredictable. We need to be there for when people need us to speak to them. And if they actually agree to a live transfer and wait online for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, that's eternity when you're waiting on a phone. This person is interested. Is there a guarantee they'll all qualify? No, nothing's guaranteed in life. Is there a guarantee that you get married and the person will be good to you 5 years later? No, but you take a shot at it, don't you? So it's the same with business. You have to take a shot at it. Not a guarantee that everybody's going to order a footlong at Subway, right? Some of them want a bag of chips, right? Some of them just want to talk to you about sandwiches, right? So in this instance, the call goes off. Here's your introduction. As soon as you hear, hi, this is Eric from the marketing team at the Warburton team. I've got John on the line. He'd like to speak to you about homes in Long Beach. Hi, this is Jonathan. Thank you so much. I understand you're interested in homes in Long Beach. Don't ask them again, where are you interested? Because if you listen to the introduction, they will tell you what they're interested in. Hey, they're interested in a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Long Beach at 600,000. So you know you can't do it at 600,000. They don't know they can't do it at 600,000. They're not professional agents. All they know is they want some help. So you come in affirmative and strong. Hi, this is Andy with the Warburton team. I understand you're interested in homes in Long Beach around 700,000. Is that correct? Yes, great. Perfect. That gives us a really good starting point. There's some great opportunities in that price range right now. Hey, the next best step is to view homes. It's what these people want. And if they want to get pre-qualified, they'll tell you. But what they want to do is look at homes. That gives us a great starting point. The next step is to view homes. What day and time this week works best for you? Always assume the appointment. I listen to some of you guys ask 7 questions and not ask once for an appointment. And I go, wow, that's why there's 18,000 of them sitting in the database, because agents aren't asking for appointments. I could listen to it live with a live buyer on the phone. It just couldn't believe it, right? The next best step is to view. The next best step is to view homes. What day and time this week works for you? Now, when they say, okay, Thursday, you just say, all right, Anna, that's great. So we're set then. Did you hear that? That's affirmative, right? We're set then for Saturday at 5 p.m. I'll confirm the details to you by text and email. By the way, I've got this number, da, 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 da. Is that the best number to text you? Yes, right? Now, when you've set the appointment, listen to me. Please listen to me. When you've set the appointment, then you go into more elaborate conversation, but don't make it seem like an interrogation. But the first thing you do is set that appointment. You're assuring them that you're here, you're part of this marketing team, you're here to help them, and great idea. What's the best time to get together? So I'm going to do it again. So Anna, would you jump in and help me for a minute? I know I'm catching you unawares. You can see the script right here. Do me a favor. All right. So I'm going to be the marketing team. Hey, Anna, this is John at the marketing team. And I've got Sally on the line. She's kind of interested in homes in Whittier around 700,000. I'm going to connect you with Sally now. Go, Anna.
Hi, Sally. This is Anna. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank you.
Great. So I see that you're interested in properties here in Whittier. That's a great area. Are you available during the week there or during the weekends to tour properties?
Weekends better for me.
Great. Morning or afternoon?
Mornings are better, right around 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay, that's awesome. I'm going to set you up for that time so I can pencil you into my schedule. So I see that you're interested in properties in Whittier. What is the maximum bedrooms that you like?
All right. So this is excellent what Anna did. Round of applause for Anna. So Anna immediately got to the point. Now watch this here, Anna. This is a little affirmation that you put in right here. You see this? So, hi, this is Anna, right? I understand you're interested in homes in Whittier, around 700,000. All right. And so you're showing to them that we're listening, right? Make an affirmation there. Perfect. That gives us a great starting point. I can get this done for you. There's so many great opportunities right now. The next step is to view homes. What day and time works for you? So you just drop in, Anna, a little affirmation in there, right? But Anna, you did absolutely fantastic. Now, when you set that appointment, and Anna would have done this because I know her, you then reconfirm it. Great. We're set. Those two words are really powerful. We're set for Saturday at 10 o'clock, right? Now comes in exactly what Anna started to do. Back off a little bit, sit back a little bit. By the way, what was it particularly that you liked about this home or this area? So if it was a general call and they're interested in Whittier, what is it particularly you liked about Whittier? Do you have any like must-have features? Right? Now you're finding out about bedrooms and baths and so on. What's the main reason you're looking for a home right now? Why do you need to know that? All the training I give you, the how, what, why, when, where, it reveals their urgency. And by the way, will you be buying for cash or will you be getting a loan? Now, not everybody will answer all these questions, but when you find out answers to these questions, you are building rapport. You are building relationship with these people, right? What's the main reason you're looking for a home right now? Will you be buying with cash or you want to be getting a loan, right? Now, if they say a loan, let's connect you with one of my financial partners so you get the best rate and programs before we meet, right? Perfect. I'm looking forward to showing you homes. Again, look at the wrap up on Saturday at 10 a.m. This is an exciting step. You'll love what we find. Look out for my texts. All right. So who wants to just quickly role play with me? We're at 7. Who will do a role play? Let's go. Somebody
I'll
volunteer.
do it.
All right. So Joseph, let's say you've set the appointment time, right? I'm going to go down to this. So we've got the next best step is to view homes. Great. We're set for Saturday at 5, right? Okay. So I'm the buyer. Okay, Joe, sounds good. I'll be there on Saturday at 5. You're right here, Joe.
By the way, what do you particularly like about this home? Any must-haves or
So
location preference?
I saw this home and I can't really remember which one it was, but I can tell you we really need a 3-bedroom because we've got a new baby coming and we need a 3-bedroom home. So it's tough. A lot of them in that area are 2 bedrooms. So we need a 3-bedroom.
Wow. It sounds like you really do need that 3rd bedroom.
Yeah,
Babies are a
yeah.
big life changer. Now,
Yeah.
will you be purchasing with cash or do you want to leave some of that equity in the bank?
Yeah, we'd like to get one of these government programs if we can. So we've got about $10,000 and we hear that there's programs out there that can work for us. So we need some help with that.
Yeah, you know what? There's programs out there if you know where to look for them. Let me connect you with one of our financial partners so you can get the best rates programs before we meet. That'll really
Okay.
set us in the right spot.
Okay.
Perfect. I look forward to showing you some homes on Saturday. it's an exciting step, especially at your time of life with that new baby coming on.
Right.
You'll love what
So
we
you see,
find.
I think Joseph did really well here. Watch this right here at the bottom. Remember, they've spoken to somebody offshore. The offshore's transferred them to you. What's the likelihood at this point they can remember your name, Joe?
Probably not very good.
Precisely. And all the research shows that even when people are agreeing, they can't really remember who it was that spoke to them. So in your close, hey,
I
I'm
suffer
looking
from
for
that.
yeah, dude, but it's a big part of our industry now, right?
It is. Yeah.
So look, I'm really looking forward to showing you homes on Saturday at 8 a.m. Remember, my name's Joseph Post. I'm with the Warburton team at EXP, and we're here to help you make this happen. If you like, I'll even enter that in here. But that information at the end where you confirm who you are, that is a big part of this of the successful conversion, right? Which you're then going to follow up with a digital footprint. You're going to send them properties. You're going to set them up on GoWP Now on a property alert. But they have to know clearly who you are, why you're meeting them, and when you're meeting them at the end of that call. But I thought you did a fantastic job. All right, guys, questions for me. How many of you are interested in taking these live calls, by the way? Some people say, no, it's too invasive. By the
I'll
way,
do it.
yes?
I would love to take live transfers, Andy. It's Diane.
Okay, so those of you who want live transfers, jump in the feed, and Ariana, I'd like you to make quick note of the people who say they want to do live transfers, right? I want you to understand clearly it's expensive and it's complicated to generate these live transfers. We will generate them, but we need to know that you're ready to take them, right? We need to know that you're ready to answer these. Now, I will say this to you also. So I don't see anybody saying in the feed that they want these live transfers. So we've got two people so far.
That's okay.
I just did it. I put mine in there.
There's a ton of people
Okay.
saying yes.
So did I.
Okay. Mine didn't load, Joseph. I'm sorry, my brother.
No
Okay.
worries.
All right.
And-
So Ariana, go ahead, Anna. You're down for this, right?
Yes, I'm so sorry to cut everybody off. So I've been getting a few live transfers from the offshore, but
Yeah.
when they call in, they just automatically transfer me and they give me obviously a brief description of what they're looking for.
Yeah.
But when I connect with that person, I don't have it in my Lofty or my FUB or anything. And then when I'm
Yeah.
done with the call, I don't know how to confirm their phone number, and I don't want to be rude and say, "Oh, what's your,
Yeah.
your name again, or what's your phone number?" And then, I do call the ICAs and say, "Hey, can you transfer this person to me?" And then they're like, "We don't have this person we don't see this person." So then I lose the person completely.
Mm.
So, I don't know what
So
to
this
do
is
with.
great, Anna. This is great feedback. Like I say, we're perfecting the system, right? So what you just said to me, send it to me in a text. We have a management meeting at 9 this morning, and we're
Okay.
going over all these refinements, but this is about to blow up, Anna. So
I see. I got tons of calls, and
I
most of
know.
them were right after I got off the call. Most of them were transferred, but some did not, and I don't know how to find them.
Right. So listen, sweetheart, send that to me in a text. Send it to me in a text. The leads themselves show up in the International Desk Slack feed, but you shouldn't have to ask to find that. You should know. So we need to get that transferred to you without, like, we don't want the customer to sit there and hear, okay, it's John. Yes, Markesh. Yeah, that's M-A-R-K. Who wants to sit and listen to that, right? So we've got to get that transfer information to you. The challenge we're having is we don't know who's going to pick up and who's not going to pick up, right? So we can't pre-program it. But still, we're solving it. Don't worry about it. Just send me what you need. Text me. Okay.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Andrew.
All right. And thank you for picking up. And the important thing is, Anna, also on our side, we do twice a week, we do vocal training with the guys setting up these calls. And so we're training them to make the introduction warmer, where they say, hi, Anna, this is Andrew. He's looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Norwalk. That makes it way easier for you than just, hey, I've got a live transfer. Bing. That's very difficult to do.
And they say, hey, this is so and so looking for a Spanish speaker in this area. Here you
Good.
go.
Good. Good. And are they telling you when they know it? Do they say like they're looking for a home around 700,000 or something like that?
They do.
Good.
But when they don't get transferred to me, I don't want to tell the buyer like, oh, well, can you confirm your phone number or anything? Because I don't know any details, you know?
Yeah. Okay. So for now, Anna, for now, ask them their details. Hey, I just want to confirm your name. Could you spell your name? Just want to confirm your best number. Could you confirm your number? I'm going to send you a text immediately afterwards, and you're going to get a message from our software called iconnct. You tell them that immediately afterwards. All right.
Okay.
So, by the way, when I take Op City, Anna, I do that. Even though it's in the Op City app, sometimes I'm so focused on the client, I don't want to be thumbing through the app to find it while I'm talking to the client. And I'll ask them, what's the best number to reach you? I know you gave it to the previous caller, but I want to confirm what the best number is. Don't be afraid to do that, love.
Okay. Yeah, just because I'm being recorded, I don't want to sound rude or anything like that.
Yeah,
That's
no, no,
why.
no. Way better you get them because you got to text them immediately afterwards and send them your profile.
Okay, got it, Andrew. I will.
All right, one more question for everybody. How many of you have seen and read this weekend all my texts about the business builder lead approach? How many of you have seen that in the feeds? Just curious
I
how many of
have.
you are watching.
I
You
have.
Saw it.
have?
I
You
saw it.
have? Guys, is this interesting to you?
I have.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
Yes.
basically you'd set up a mini version of me, and it doesn't have to be mini, it can be major, but at the beginning it's a mini version of me where you're scheduling these calls all around California and you're doing video presentations yourself other than live Zillows. If you're interested in that, and I got to wrap it up and go now, if you're interested in that, could you in the feed right now just say, I am interested in the business builder system? Could you just quickly say that in the feed, and Ariana will make some notes? Jonathan, I'm reading what you're saying here. That's good. So Richard, yeah, it's interesting because you were on my list, Richard. I thought you'd be really good at it. I don't know who Zoom user is right there. You have to say what your name is, Zoom user. And Daria, I see you, girl. Mike, I'm glad you were on my list. Gabriella, good, good. Yeah, Angelica, that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm not surprised, Leslie. I think you could handle it all over California. You just got to learn the system. I'm going to talk about it more on Wednesday, okay? There's
Okay.
so much that we're developing right now, guys. We want to become the next Redfin, but where you don't have controlled income amounts, which is why Redfin didn't make it. All right. Was this helpful, guys? Fantastic. Thank you
Andrew,
for
can I just ask you one thing before you
yes,
go?
yes.
I was on a 2 week iconnect I guess trial period, and it ran out, and
Okay, so
iconnect
sweetie,
yes.
talk to Cameron about that because I don't know
Okay.
what your status is with us, and it's based
Okay.
on your status with us, okay?
Okay. Okay. Got it.
All right, everybody. Do you like having Ariana on here helping us? I think it's a wonderful support, don't you? You should be getting things in the feed. I'm going to drop off now. If any of you have questions for Ariana, just stay on with her. If not, this is a packed full week on the Win Team. Don't miss it. Love you guys. Let's all go
Ariana's
Aqua.